CEO of Solution Class, Francisca Brenda Ofosu Opoku, impressed on businesses not to only to look beyond the stimulus package that has been provided by government. Let's take a listen to that.
So we started looking at what relevant packages we could put available to them, internet bundles, even SMS bundles. For enterprises, it was important that they could communicate with their base, and even see the ability to call their close users within the offices. What about their meetings? I mean, people never thought about security at home and their staff relocating to the homes. And so we had to come in and provide secure services where people could comfortably work from home. Conference facilities, cloud services. We're hosting a number of solutions for our small enterprises, and it was very timely. I think the second one for me, was, yes, now that the person is home and he has some of the tools that he can use, and we've also driven affordability, how do you drive him towards digital experience? People have been very unsettled in this process. He has no idea how he's going to continue his business, how he's going to compete. The competition is changing and introducing technology. And so we started having this discussion on sharing our experiences.
All right, so that was CEO of Vodafone Ghana, Patricia Obotnai, and speaking at a webinar to prefer solutions to the pandemic and how businesses can take advantage of all the offers and the stimulus packages that are being granted them. We'll have more discussion on that after this break. Welcome back to the Marketplace. I am Sandra Esinam Apeno. Director of the National Board for Small-Scale Industry, Koshi Yankee, says the amount government is injecting to revive Ghana's COVID-19-ridden business community is unprecedented. Taking her turn at the Business Runway webinar series organized by the Enterprise Unit of Vodafone Ghana, Koshi Yankee argued that contributions by government to the private sector far exceed the 600 million stimulus package that has been given. My colleague Charles Aite was at that webinar and he joins me in studio for more. Thanks so much for joining me this afternoon. What was the purpose, Charles, for this webinar?
Over the past few months, we have seen businesses hit hard by COVID-19, despite the various regulations that government has come up with to ensure that they are cushioned from the effects. Private sector has also come in to support. So Vodafone, in its own way, aside the various interventions that they've rolled out to support businesses, came up with a Business Runway webinar. We saw thousands of businesses connect online to interact with business leads on the best ways by which they could survive in these times of COVID-19.
And so what are some of the best ways that they were told or suggestions that was given to them to be able to stay afloat in this COVID time?
So as you rightly stated there, the director for the National Board for Small-Scale Industries, Koshi Yankee, stated that yes, there is a package, the stimulus, the 600 million stimulus package for businesses to establish themselves. But these businesses would have to go a notch higher to not just recover themselves from the pandemic, but come up with solutions among themselves to survive in these angles. Because mind you, the global economy is still working. Businesses are still working across the world. So how do you emerge in the face of competition? And that was the phase of the discussion this morning.
I'm particularly interested in as to whether they give them clear-cut directions or ways by which they can revive their businesses, because yes, COVID government has supported them with some stimulus packages, but again, beyond what government has given, have they been told what else they can do on their own?
For instance, a lady who represented businesses, she's the chief executive of Solution Class, Francisca Brenda Opoku, says businesses would have to be very much innovative. In this particular time, they would have to be very much innovative. They'd have to come up with tailor-made solutions for COVID-19. So if you're a seamstress and you're sewing something, how best can your attire fit the demands that have come? Because nowadays, people will have to wear their face masks and adhere to social
So get innovative, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And not just getting innovative, but also having convincing business, solutions to society in order for them to access credit. Because now, we've heard from the Bankers Association, they are saying that they are eager to invest in bankable investments, bankable ventures, within the entrepreneurial space. So all these things are part, because yes, we are struggling, yes, you need the funds, but what are the indicators that if we give you this loan, it's going to generate more income for
All right,
us?
so this was put together by the enterprise unit of Vodafone. I know more businesses are relying on the internet now, and telecommunication service providers are cashing in at this point. What has Vodafone been saying about this whole webinar and how businesses can take advantage of the internet?
Well, so first of all, the chief executive, Patricia Obunai, explained that they have slashed specific charges on transfer of mobile money, especially when most businesses are going online and transferring their salaries via mobile money transfers. They've also tightened security, not just with Vodafone, but other telecom operators as well. It intensifies security to ensure that those who operate within the online value chain are not, pinched by online fraudsters. And also the tailor-made solutions for SMEs, techpreneurs, to come up with the brighter solutions to aid in the fight against COVID-19.
I'm sure businesses are learning. They took some cues from the exercise this morning. Charles, thanks so much for joining me on the Marketplace.